I don't know how you match the energy level of that as you get started. I won't try. I'm not going to do a cartwheel up here. Just wanted to make a comment about this morning. I was walking down Amherst Street here, and I was a graduate student in 1986. And it's kind of funny how the left-hand side of Amherst Street, that is the side as you're approaching campus, it's on the left between Amherst Street and the river, how much it looks identical to the way that it did in 1986. This was my commute. I think we're about halfway between there and there on my commute at the time. And the left-hand side, it represents the past in some ways, but the past carrying into the future. And the right-hand side reflects just a total change. All of the buildings that are on, I guess it's Main Street there, that are really set back from Amherst. That has undergone a tremendous amount of change over the years. So I guess the one thing that I wanted to say is it feels sometimes like the more things change, you've heard this before, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And I think that MIT does a great job of bridging that gap. Okay, let me go ahead and just start by asking the question why. And maybe you can actually do a little bit of asking this question yourself. Why is it that we're all here? Why do we come to things like this? I might ask the question, why aren't there more people here? I think we have an answer to why that is. But let me start off by giving an answer to that question, particularly to the ILP members. It's a message that is really relevant to everyone in the room. So membership in MIT's Industrial Liaison Program means many things. For some, it means staying abreast of the latest developments in technology and business. For some, it means gaining the perspective and insights of MIT's world-renowned faculty. For some, we find stimulation and idea generation within one of the most world's creative and thought-provoking environments. And then some are seeking critical outside perspective for enrichment of their strategic planning and other activities. Still others seek new technology platforms to grow their businesses and their organizations and enterprises into the future. But all of MIT's Industrial Liaison Program members share one thing in common, as does really everyone in this room, at least for today. They're members of an exciting, one-of-a-kind community of scholars, practicing engineers, visionaries, technologists, business executives, entrepreneurs, and leaders. And they're all from worthwhile endeavors who share a common purpose, and that is to shape and create our future. So my name is John Roberts. I'm the Interim Executive Director of MIT Corporate Relations, which is home of ILP and Startup Exchange. The words that I've just said, pretty much what I've just said, are words that are from a precise message that was articulated 20 years ago about why we do what we do. And so another example of the past really not changing as we go into the future. The why we're here, the why we do things like this really does not change. So who here is an MIT student, postdoc, faculty member? Not so many today. We got one over in the corner, maybe somebody else. The lights are hurting me here. But so who is from a startup company? Got one person in startup and from MIT. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I hadn't anticipated that. Who is from a large corporation? Okay, so most of the people are from a large corporation. So I'm really glad you can make it. Both those people who are here in the room and, of course, the people virtually. Where's the camera? Is it right over here? Just want to say hello to the people who are coming in virtually. This audience really illustrates what we do. And that is that we bring all of you together for mutual benefit. So how do we do what we do? And I'm always surprised at how many people don't actually know our little secret. Our little secret is that there's muscle and brains behind ILP and Startup Exchange. We are 50 people strong. We're all employees of MIT. Some of them are coming across the screen right now. And they're all contributing, all of us are contributing to the informal meetings, the executive briefings, the virtual meetings, webinars, conferences like these, and really whatever it takes as long as it moves towards mutual benefit. So we have a genuine and deep concern for all of the members of this community and a passion for really contributing to it. So professors, take a look through the window onto global problems that we provide in this context. Startups, seek out the people in this room who can help you with space, with investment, perhaps with guidance in some area that there's a lot of expertise around. And ILP members, look through the opposite view of this window and peer into this MIT community, or just treat it like it's a door and walk in. So, welcome to the 2022 MIT Manufacturing Conference, Disruption as the New Normal. I'm pleased to give you the overview. So, disruption, it's one of the most overused words in technology and innovation, but whether we like it or not, it's here, it's persistent, and really it's necessary. Pandemic. With the pandemic as a status quo for 2 years, its disruption continues to reverberate, revealing weakness across the global supply chain and beyond. And then, of course, there's climate change. Climate change is also disrupting the world economy, and in response, the world increasingly shows a willingness to address these challenges by disrupting the way we do business now and in the future. Technology. Underneath all of this lies technology, a disruptive force in and of itself, but also a key part of the global reaction to these unavoidable disruptions. Response. Both historically and currently, MIT has played a key role in studying and responding to disruption. Resilience. In manufacturing industries, we are helping to design resilient supply chains, flexible and automated plants and equipment, sustainable transportation, alternatives for distribution, immersive technologies to enable global collaboration, and many other innovations well suited to the present kind of new normal that we talk about, in which change remains the only real certainty. So one last comment regarding the future. Together with our industrial members and the MIT innovation ecosystem that you see here, our colleagues will examine the state of manufacturing today, what we have learned in the past 2 years and more, and where things might go in the future. We'll hear from MIT faculty, researchers, MIT-connected startups, and industry experts, all of us working together to seek that new normal. So thank you, and please enjoy the conference.
I'm going to do this from here. Hi, my name is Ron Spangler. I'm the conference organizer, and I'll be your MC for today. I want to add my welcome to John's to all of you who are here in the room with us and out in the cloud watching via the live stream. It does feel like, in some sense, that we jumped through a looking glass about 2 years ago, and it was really just about 2 years ago that the MIT campus shut down. And now we've come back, and what we've come back to is a little bit different and a little bit less certain. And so I hope that we can help all of you who are involved in manufacturing industries today maybe find a foothold or a handhold to add some certainty and clarity to what you're doing going forward. A couple of housekeeping things. We are now, ironically, 2 years after we shut the campus down, we're back and we're more or less open. Masking is optional. I see some of you wearing them, some of you not. That's fine. We will have questions and answers throughout the day, and you can see here, those of you in the room, there's a QR code on your programs that you can scan to use Pigeonhole. We not only encourage, but we expect you to participate. That's why you're here. We'll have spirited discussions during the breaks and at lunch as well. And for those of you watching the live stream, if there aren't instructions on your screen right now about how to use Pigeonhole, there will be when the time comes.